It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. He's got his guys in midseason form already, an impressive 3-0 start to the year. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys have also started 3-0, so this a battle between two of the hottest teams in football over the first month of the season. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma. Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man, it's Brown.
Complete to number 11, A.J. Brown. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This will be caught once again by Brown. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A gain of only
and partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations late in high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shoulders those expectations and doing everything in his power to follow through.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
It's a gain of 8. And the Jaguars 1st down.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the 1st down.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And the Jaguars first down.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He's got a man. It's his fullback. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw. A short throw there to Strange. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Lawrence on the sneak. He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
And a catch right side by Evans. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
It's a gain of 18. And the Eagles.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing is Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a 1st down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 6-yard line.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. That pass batted away by Trayvon Walker.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Lawrence They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, Jacksonville.
Now Lawrence to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Here's one deep for Pickens. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. George Pickens, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. And sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. A solid stiff arm. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. This defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
First down. First and 10.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, and they get...
Hurts throws it, and the Jags grab it. Now inside the 25. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right. right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Eagles 3.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught. Smith. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Colby.
2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Devin Boyd on the cover.
Back to throw here. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, what a move. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
13 yards on the play. That's good for an Eagles.
Play action. Here's Hurts. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. The Eagles hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And it'll be a Philadelphia first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They go play action with Hurts. And he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
14, Eagles 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
The Jaguars first down.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, but their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
From midfield now, Lawrence. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And his throw here is incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete as well.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And his kick is right there. It's good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And a nice job there skipping away from the 1 tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down.
34-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
Brings up 2nd
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down at 7. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll get that complete to Parkinson. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught by Brown. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30, stops him short of the 1st down. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort. from that last play. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Hurts. He'll try to do, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Now Lawrence hitting the ball is free. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Got him in. It's Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal. And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports
Our look at the NFL
report
starts now. In Charlotte, the Panthers at home to take on the Browns. Okay, Brandon, thank you. This the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before buys kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. And it's the Browns QB. He's got the connection here. It's a 38-yard touchdown pass. The Browns have won 2 straight since the Week 2 loss. They go to 3-1 with the victory. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is the big man, Derrick Henry. He's going to deliver in the red zone to the end zone, 12-yard touchdown run. With that, a look here at the rest of the scores from around the NFL here in Week 4. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's Lawrence. Completes this one to Pickens. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
Now Lawrence. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Makuba. 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They take over here with good field position thanks to that nice return after the interception as they're already in the red zone, 1st and 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down.
3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that will tie things at 20 all. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Lawrence. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Elliott on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you're looking to plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
The extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 27 all. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he had it going in the 1st half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught on the right side of Smith. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They're going to look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurts. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
For the Eagles, first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Barkley, inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A 3-yard pickup.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He's got Smith here. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he's brought down at the 16.
9 yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 6.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they have regained the lead. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen, they see the blocks happen, they feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now Lawrence. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
He'll try and do this himself. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. A 45-yard punt and 4 there on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Here is 3rd down and 4. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
A gain of 10 yards.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Now Lawrence to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3rd down and 6.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game to the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. McKenzie. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Quick throw there is incomplete.
How you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Jaguars have taken a fourth-quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 98 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down.
And an Eagles first down. First and 10.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's a give to Barkley. Oh, look at the juke. Shoves him away. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And this one complete to Smith. From the 24 now, here's second down and 1.
Devontae Smith. A gain of 9. Brings up second and 1.
A handoff to Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's third and 2.
Loss of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
Hurts. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Touchdown! Jahan Dotson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a three-point lead.
Makes the score Eagles.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, able to avoid it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jaguars offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
Lawrence will throw. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Throwing is Hurts. Quick slant, Dotson.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now a 3rd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Colby Parkinson. Incomplete.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Elliott is good. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. Oh, nice move.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down by 6, just under 2 minutes to go. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. And that's complete to McKenzie.
Some people crazy to see the short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. Pass complete to Shepard.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Back to throw, Lawrence. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
It's a gain of a yard.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
Lawrence's pass.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Eagles, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.